Okay, so we just watched Elvis by the Presleys. And it's an interesting follow-up because we had actually just finished watching Elvis and Me, which was Priscilla's biography of her life with Elvis, and which had been produced in a movie by, I don't remember who. I've been saying it's Lifetime, but it felt definitely like a Lifetime television program. And it was pretty hard to get through.
Yeah. Completely different vibe on this one.
Yeah, very much so. This to me is almost like a, hey, I'm sorry for producing that thing. Let's do right by Elvis and by
Let's
the
make him out to be a better guy.
Oh yeah, by the way, he's the father of my daughter and grandfather to all of my grandchildren. So let's try and put a better spin on this and be a little more understanding, a little older. You know, definitely the age, wisdom won out, and so anyway.
Keep the enterprise going.
Yeah, this was a lengthy program, which was nice. They really touched on all the facets of his life. At moments I was wondering a little bit, like, is this his life or Priscilla's life? But ultimately, it's all, the story is all of their lives.
Yeah, it was good though. I mean, we tried to get it before his birthday, but
yeah, we started on his birthday, but we didn't realize it was as long as it was. So happy belated birthday, Elvis.
Yes.
It would have been posted yesterday, but we're doing it today on the 9th. But I was really happy with the production in general. What did you think?
Yes, I thought it was much, much better. I didn't feel so depressed during the whole thing.
I really enjoyed.
And great shots.
Yeah.
Excellent footage and.
They really went into the
stills
archives. I mean, when they made Elvis by the Presleys, they really gave you great access to the materials that they have. I'm sure that people don't get to see too often. But it was really great to.
I love the stories too. Jerry did a great job with that.
Jerry Schilling was in there. He was great. I loved seeing Lisa Marie and having her talk about her dad and her experiences.
And looking just like him.
Oh my Lord. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, Priscilla almost looked like a twin of his in some of these photos when they were younger.
Yeah, and before she got all that work done.
Yeah, and then Lisa Marie is just spinning image of them. So even Priscilla's parents, it was really well done in that sense. A lot of other people were involved, and it was nice to hear all these stories that each person had. So I think one of the other things I really, really enjoyed about it, they played so much of his music.
Oh, yeah.
It was, I mean, deep cuts, and every topic they talked about, they played an Elvis song that went along with it. I remember as a kid, listening to Elvis. It's really kind of all I did for a long time when I was a young kid, and people used to say, don't you listen to anything else? And I'm like, no, why would I? Elvis has a song for every occasion. And it's really funny. They talk about his miserable attitude towards his movies and his and the songs he got to sing. And I'm sure going through it was pretty miserable. But in hindsight, of course, he has a really rich and varied catalog, and it's a catalog that he could, in today's world, leverage to a great deal. He could do an album for kids, which they did produce an album for kids, but he could do an album. He could just do all kinds of stuff. He could have been, started recording a lot of really hardcore, harder edged material later in his life had he lived longer. We talked about how, Tom Jones is doing this 3 albums recently that are produced by more current producers, and he's really getting to showcase his voice. Mm-hmm. Johnny Cash did this a couple of years before, and Rick Rubin was able to take this artist and sort of bring back the greatness that they had after been years of the music industry sort of just eating them up and throwing them away. Elvis would have been amazing at that, and so Elvis's catalog, in my opinion, is what even though it wasn't the hard edge and the top of the charts and stuff, it's what brought him the millions and millions of fans that these other artists never really got. It's the key to his longevity. And so, yeah, there's a lot of really crappy songs, but Elvis makes them all great. I know that he's singing to a dog or whatever, but you know, there's really great life in that, and too bad that, you know, he never got to live in an age where the industry went and he got to see. So, but anyway, that's what this production does. It really gets you thinking about his career and what it could be, because it's shot, I think it was maybe 2004 or 5, or maybe it was actually on an anniversary make. He's probably was 75 at the time this came out, but it's not that long ago. It feels very modern still, and so everyone who got to talk in what it's like to live in this day and age, and it's very different from what Elvis was dealing with. So it really is just really special. So I'm glad that Priscilla got a chance to set the record straighter. You know, again, it doesn't
I give a different side of it.
Yeah, it doesn't take away from what her story was. It just sort of limits the scope, and now it's a little more broader, and I think she would agree too. So anyway, you get a chance, this one you should definitely check out. Set aside some time, because it's a long one, and all the extras are great too. So anyway, very happy we did that. It's a good way to celebrate him on his birthday.
Yes.
So happy birthday, Elvis.
Happy.
And we'll catch you when we see something. You know, obviously we thought it was really high, so I'm going to say it's 4 or 5 stars.
5.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll catch you rushing through that.
Yeah. See ya.
But we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.